will stay with us as we stay on this story. Clashes erupted in Istanbul after a satirical magazine was accused of publishing a cartoon depicting the Prophet Mohammed, sparking outrage, arrests, and a government crackdown. Police fired tear gas and rubber bullets as an angry mob of up to 300 people gathered outside a bar frequented by staff of Leman, one of Turkey's longest-running satirical publications. The arrest followed arrest orders from the Istanbul prosecutor over an image in the magazine's June 26th issue. The cartoon, which circulated widely online, showed two men greeting each other amid an aerial bombardment, one named Muhammad, the other named Musa. Officials claimed it insulted religious values, while the magazine insists it referred to a common name, not the Prophet. Editor-in-chief Tuncay Akgün, speaking from Paris, said the image was not a caricature of the Prophet and warned that authorities had distorted the cartoon to stoke provocation. Turkish police have arrested the cartoonist, the editor, and the graphic designer. Officers have taken control of the magazine's offices in Istiklal Avenue. While arrest warrants have been issued for several other executives, Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya called the cartoon vile, and Justice Minister Yilmaz Tunç said an investigation had been launched for publicly insulting religious values. Critics of the government say the incident is being used to target press freedom. Leman, founded in 1991, has long been a bastion of opposition satire in Turkey. Editor Tuncay Akgün warned that comparisons to Charlie Hebdo, the French magazine targeted by Islamist gunmen in 2015, were very intentional and worrying. Now we're joined back for this discussion with Joshua Barnes. He's a correspondent from NewsX World. Joshua, what more can you tell us about this situation and what to watch or what should we watch for from now?
Yes, well, Asuma, this is, of course, a contentious decision and a sensitive issue. Religion in cartoons is something, as you mentioned, that has happened before, and the portrayal of the Prophet Mohammed in this way, if taken out of context or if used in a way that is aggressive or unsightly by the magazine and by the paper, could, of course, cause issues. With how tense this position is, it's unsurprising that there has been an outcry, an action we've seen from Turkish officials with arrests made. Those comments that you just read out there from the editor really sort of setting a stance and setting a tone at a moment of instability for the country. We've just mentioned what's going on politically in Turkey. Religion as well, of course, is a point of contention and in the past has led to conflict. So potential groups within Turkey infighting could have devastating ramifications for those involved. That Charlie Hebdo cartoon, which again allegedly depicted the Prophet Mohammed, led to the fatal shooting in Paris, which saw the death of 12 people. I want to be careful with this because it's difficult to sort of circumnavigate that and not look to draw direct comparisons. The newspaper have looked to distance themselves with the Charlie Hebdo attack, but there are, of course, parallels, and there will be questions raised about how the magazine were able to go through that process and then publish this image, given the potential uproar it might cause. Further protests could potentially happen, and after those arrests, it will be interesting to see what authorities look to do with those they've apprehended.
Thank you, Joshua Barnes. You will stay with us as we move on now to next news. Turkey